invited by the school. So in poser punker fashion, we just mooched off all the kids and lived off eating candy bars and bags of nacho chips. Monday hot dog, Tuesday taco, Wednesday hamburgers and chocolate milk, Thursday sloppy joes and burritos in a bag. Friday was pizza day, the best day of the week. It always came with salad and a side of broken beans. Hooray for pizza day, hooray for pizza day. I miss pizza day, the best day of the week.
What's cracklin' porkers? My name is Matthew Connolly, and welcome to Just Guy Things, the world's first and foremost fan cast for diners, drive-ins, and dives. Joining me is Jennifer Sheffield. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good.
And David Corsi. How are you?
I am excited. I'm
Yay.
excited.
You're excited because we did some journalism. We went on the scene, we went in the shit, and we went to a Guy Fieri benefit.
Yeah, me and Matt did.
Yeah. He was
I
in
did
Sonoma
not, but
County.
I'm excited to hear.
Oh, we
Yes.
learned so many things.
So many things. And I did a small bit of vlogging there too. And I saw Guy Fieri as we were approaching the venue.
And she screamed.
And I straight up just screamed.
He was on the side of the road. He was like in his truck or something.
He was standing like on the board of his truck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, getting some stuff out of the like back. And I saw his frosted tips and I just screamed.
It was sensational. I
He
was
was like, calm down, Jennifer.
and then when I started parking, well, because you were screaming while I was driving, which is terrifying. But as I was parking, I started to shake a little bit because I was getting so nervous to see Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
You don't understand this man's presence. It's large and in charge.
I've met musicians that I've like worshipped since I was like 12, and I didn't shake. So that's kind of that's a big feat that you did.
Or you're, I mean, the science is a little skewed there because we're two different test subjects.
I think we're substantially less cool than you.
Yeah, I would be a starfucker
Okay.
given any opportunity whatsoever.
Because, like, we've had, like Josh Homme just, like, look at us in a crowd, and we were
And we
like,
melted.
ah!
Yeah. We're definitely like Beatlemania style fans.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Guy Fieri was in front of a hooly chicken machine, and we
busted.
we busted our figurative nuts. Okay, so we show up to the venue, right? Mm-hmm. We park, and actually, the first thing is Jennifer was like, "Oh my god, I hope that there's 200 people." Like while we're driving there, she wanted the benefit to be not intimate.
Yeah, because I was afraid.
Because she was afraid. It turns out that there was like 50 people there max.
Yeah.
What?
It was a very small venue.
It was pretty intimate.
And like a bunch of rich folks were there, and people were talking about how like, oh, the tickets were sold out immediately, and I had to ask some friends to get me in, and we 23-year-olds showed up in our stupid holiday sweaters, because in the program it said dress up,
Because it's it will be shown on TV for Thanksgiving.
yeah, and
you guys are going to be wearing holiday sweaters on TV.
we signed like a waiver,
Yeah, so that our faces could be in the program without being blurred.
but they didn't record us. We were in like the back of the restaurant.
Don't think we were on camera at any point
I
during
was-
the entire thing.
I was right next to the bathroom. That's how far back we were.
Yeah, we were at
Did
like
they
a special
did they like
event.
make you sit there? Were they like, look at these
There were
yokels."
assigned
They
tables.
did. I think it's
Aw.
because me and this other woman at our table were vegetarian. So they like put us next to each other.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
A little. But I mean, they don't want people who aren't eating the food in the shot.
Yeah. Guy Fieri made guy contact with me. It was great. That's what I'm calling
You
with
got
eye
touched?
contact.
Oh.
No, guy contact. He did touch somebody at our table,
Yes,
and I
he
was like,
did.
why wasn't that me?
He touched his upper love handle.
Yeah, he did.
Ooh.
Guy Fieri is the kind of guy that
He's
is
touchy.
okay with touching some dude on his side,
Yeah.
like his hip.
He's confident.
He's very confident. Um,
I wish I could carry myself like that and touch other men.
right? There
I'm
was
too scared.
so much.
Okay.
So let's.
we walk up.
We walk up. There are these two like late 20s dudes holding clipboards,
Yeah.
going like, "You need to sign these before you can show up or before you can come in."
They definitely looked like people that would be like in the area too.
Well, they were Food Network people, though.
Yeah. I know.
They made a sign. I was so nervous that my handwriting was visibly terrible, like way more terrible. It was affected. I was shook. Guy got me shook.
Ugh.
And they took our pictures. I was told that I had the best picture all day because they take. Maybe they did that for everyone.
They did not
They
say
probably-
that for me.
they did not say
I
that
did
for
the
you.
same stupid face as you did, and I got no comment.
It's the orange sweater. The
Damn.
orange sweater is what gets them.
Yeah, you wore that same sweater, and
In the Napa hood.
The Snoop Dogg fans thought you were cool.
Yeah.
So
I got street cred with an orange American Eagle sweater at like a fucking terrible Napa County music festival. It was so bad.
it was amazing. We got to see No Doubt, which was amazing.
We also got to see Snoop Dogg roll sushi with Iron Chef Morimoto.
Back to the Food Network.
Back to the
Whoa.
Food Network. Yeah, that's right. And there were a bunch of dumb, drunk white people going like, "I got something you could roll, Snoop." And it was like, really? Dude didn't show up with his own weed? I don't think he needs contribution.
No.
I think Snoop's okay.
He's got it in the bag.
Then, after signing this, we got...
We could just see Guy tending to chicken.
Oh, Guy fashions. Guy was wearing a denim overcoat, trench coat thing.
Oh, I
With,
totally
like,
forgot.
Navy style buttons on both sides,
a
like big brass,
double-breasted-
double-breasted like pitmaster thing
Yeah.
that he was
Ooh.
wearing.
Sleeves like rolled up, or were
Sleeves-
they short sleeves?
Hold on, I added it to my Snapchat story. Let me make sure. I kept taking pictures of Guy like
And then
very
just
far
putting
away
a heart around his face.
and putting hearts, drawing hearts because I was so fucking starstruck. Yeah, he rolled up his sleeves. But it's a double-breasted, what is kind of like a
like a
chef's...
chambray
Yeah,
color.
it's kind of like a chef's coat. It's like a chef's coat, but just longer tails.
Yeah, and then
It
on
was
the
like
back,
a onesie.
I think it had a skull.
It
or
had a
something
skull
embroidered.
and knuckle sandwich
That's
what it
so
was.
sick.
on the
Holy
back
shit.
of it. Yeah, it was dope.
Where do I
He was-
get one?
I think that's a one-off, bro.
And he had a garden hoe, and he was just shuffling around the coals under the huli huli chicken.
Yeah, so there was like a barbecue trailer that he had hooked up to one of his cars. He brought two trucks.
Two pretty huge trucks.
I mean, it's Sonoma County.
And
so
we heard later that he has a bunch.
we heard
of
that he has a bunch of
vehicles.
trucks. He's a truck boy.
That's so not surprising, but
No, not at
It's
all.
not
glad
at all.
it's confirmed.
So the huli huli trailer is like it's like a barbecue trailer where you can throw in coals, and it's got like 8 or 10 poles that can be rotated on like a pulley.
Yeah, and on each pole, how many chickens? Like
8.
yeah, probably.
He like cooked whole birds. He cooked little pretend meals.
Well, damn.
Yeah. And everyone was staring at Guy. There was a guy that looked like Markiplier.
He totally looked like Markiplier. Like I'll edit a vlog and you'll see he's in the shot. He looks like Markiplier.
Yeah, he's got the side haircut and then pink long bangs. Whatever you call those.
Yeah.
Pink long top.
Is
was
it
like,
possible that it was him?
I fucking hope
thought
so.
for a moment, and
I
then
think-
he turned around and he did not.
He didn't have the
face.
trademark butt chin that Markiplier has, and he also wasn't crying.
God, that would be
I know.
some great crossover.
That would be good. But there were some other Food Network stars at this event.
Such as
Damaris Phillips
and Carl Ruiz.
and Aaron May.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know who any of those people
All I
are.
know is Damaris. She won Food Network star most recently, I think, and is now one of like the regular judges on Guys Grocery Games.
Yeah, and I think Aaron May won a fuck ton of Guys Grocery Games things too.
Okay, yeah.
I think he won like $25,000
Oh, yeah,
worth
yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff, and that he
Oh,
donated it to some
Was it him?
charity. I think so. It was either him or the lady. I'm not sure. What else was there? So when we showed up, we hit the dudes that made us sign our lives away.
Yes.
And then this very tall schmoozy man.
So I don't remember his name because I'm terrible with names in real life. So I started calling him Just for Men Fish Odor because he reminded me of Fish Odor.
But he had very evidently dyed his hair black.
Like a Creed from The Office when he puts
Oh,
the toner
yeah.
in his hair, like literally like that.
Aww.
Like he was trying to be a young boy. But he was very, very generous and nice and kind.
Oh, he was an eccentric boy.
He was
though.
very eccentric.
So first off, he hands us, doesn't check us, check IDs for
We
us at
did
all.
not. Honestly, we did not even need to bring a ticket.
Yeah, but we did anyways. There was a list and all that, and it's a small restaurant,
Yeah,
so if
they
you were
would know.
crashing, they would know. But he hands us glasses of wine because wine is complimentary
The
here.
Corbel wineries provided the champagne.
Yeah, sparkling wine.
Yeah. They
Jennifer.
can't call
Nice.
it champagne
It's-
because it's not from
It's
champagne.
Methode Champenois.
Methode Champenois.
Fucking terrible. I hate living in Sonoma County. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So he hands us these glasses and he goes, so have you heard about our program? And then he starts giving us this spiel, and he's very, very polished. Everything that he does is like meticulous and flows well with each other.
He's practiced.
He's
for sure.
practiced a lot. And we're 23-year-olds, so he does. I mean, it's not like he's gonna fuck up in front of us,
No.
or care if he does. But he says this one thing. So Worth Our Weight is a nonprofit in Sonoma County where they take at-risk youths and give them something to do, like give them a vocational skill.
Yeah,
And
so
the
they basically give them a space where they can learn how to become like chefs and like cooks for the like restaurant industry in Sonoma County,
which is
and-
huge.
Yeah, and give them, all of the training and stuff like that, and allow like for housing and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like a boot camp. They're working
Yeah.
like 6 days a week.
I think it was
they
7
said
days a week.
7 days a week. And they're long hours, and it's really hard work. I don't know if you've ever worked in a restaurant, but that shit's rough, especially when it's like you're going to be working with Food Network stars pretty much regularly. And the one thing that he said where I was like, oh my God, you're so fucking polished. He said, we don't only teach them knife skills. We teach them life skills.
I remembered
shit.
that right before you were gonna say it. I was like, oh, I remember what he said because I'd forgotten.
Yeah, we
Dude,
got...
who wrote his script? God damn.
Dude was
Himself.
polished. And then, after he dropped that bomb, he was like, have you seen The Magician? So we got an email the day before that this thing was going to happen. And they were like, great news. We've got Arsène Dupin?
I think it was Arsène Dupont or something like that.
Arsène
Arsène
Dupin.
Dupont.
World-renowned French master magician.
Yes.
What?
And you need to show up an hour early.
Yeah,
because
for free drinks and a magician.
free drinks, not just a magician, a
World-renowned.
a world-renowned French master magician, which makes me think
Master
that
magician.
that dude wrote that email
Yeah.
because this dude was so hyped on the magician.
Oh, okay, but to be real, the magician made us way more excited than Guy Fieri for like the initial part. We were like, oh, hey, there's Guy Fieri. He's like tending to chicken. Let's like spy on him for a while. And then we're like, okay,
This is
but
getting
there's
creepy.
a magician.
Yeah. The thing that I didn't know about magicians is that it's so easy to get drunk around them. Like, they make drinking very, very easy because you're like, I need to get confused for these tricks because I can kind of get it.
You can kind of get it. So the thing is, I feel like this magician was really good at the craft because he...
The craft, look at her. She's
Shut
an
up,
insider.
Shut up. He knew...
She knows the clown, so, you know.
Oh.
Shut your whore mouth. Basically, he would be like, okay, they're gonna know that I'm basically just taking these objects and hiding them somewhere.
Well,
like,
he was doing cups and balls, which
Yeah.
have been around since
for
ever.
like 2,000 years, yeah.
Yeah.
But then he would like throw in a change up where now you would expect a small ball to be under the cup, or it's not under the cup, but no, it's a giant fucking ball under the cup, and you have
And-
no idea how it got there.
Not just like a foam ball. He had like tiny little plastic basketballs
Yeah.
that weren't collapsible or anything.
Yeah.
So he was just very, very good at sleight of hand. It was
Yeah.
insane.
Cause like if you're an adult, you can kind of figure out what's going on, even if you don't see what's happening. You like figure out what the trick is, like you know what's happening. And then he would just be like, okay, now figure that out, bitch.
And also he was very, very French and very too good for this.
Oh, and he had a beret.
And he had a beret that
And-
matched his
man.
socks.
Yeah, he had
And a pouch. He had like a magician's fanny pack.
Yeah.
Which was like a huge multi-slotted fanny pack that went from his waist down to his knees.
yeah, he had a pouch.
It was fantastic.
We hung out next to him way more than any other people.
Yeah, because so it's really weird. So the setup was there was an inside that was getting ready for us to sit down and have dinner. We couldn't really go inside of that building, nor did we like try.
They were like doing prep and
They were
stuff
doing
like
prep,
that.
and we didn't want to be in the way. And so there was just like one tent. Not a tent, but like a gazebo covering thing, like a portable gazebo covering thing. And in that tent was wine and magic
right across from each
Yeah.
other.
right across from each other. And then
Good
there were
placement.
like 2 lunch tables against the building that had cheese and crackers. So we were like, fuck it, we're just gonna get drunk and be around a magician.
Yeah.
And it just felt really awkward to like turn our backs away from him because he was paid to be there.
Yeah.
And he was like good.
He was
So,
good. He was a good magician. For
So wait,
sure.
like other people were just like eating cheese and not paying attention to this magician? Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
there were
It's kind of
so
fucked up, man.
yeah. So the crowd was
He's from
more like
France.
he's a master. Show
And
some respect.
He could juggle.
He could juggle. He brought out like that weird yo-yo on 2 sticks thing where I was like, I'm not sure if this is magic or juggling. This just seems
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I
neither
don't
of
know
those
if
things
you-
really sound like magic, but I mean, I'd still get drunk and watch it. Come on.
Yeah,
which is
right?
what we did.
Hey.
And then we became close friends with this family
Yeah,
of 2
this
people.
Yeah, this like mom and her daughter, and her daughter
Her
was
16-year-old daughter
was
was like
16.
dabbling in that yo-yo thing where I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you're such a fucking nerd.
and Matt is a gigantic yo-yo nerd.
Was a
Was
gigantic
and
yo-yo nerd.
always will be
Once
a
one.
gigantic
Blood in, blood out.
yo-yo nerd. So he was like, yeah, I'm a yo-yo nerd too. Like to this 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, because her mom was going like, see, he can do it. And I was like, hold on. First, master magician. And also the first time you hit yourself in the face with one of those things, because those things are like huge.
Huge, yeah. Like
It's
they're
like
the size of your face.
2 basketballs on each side and just string. That's basically the size of it.
Yeah.
And once you hit yourself in the face with those, you kind of want to stop for a little bit.
It's like if you wear rollerblades as an adult.
Yeah.
And then you fall and you're like, no, I don't have insurance.
I'm going to die. I don't know how to fall anymore. So Arsène Dupin was really good.
Yeah.
How many glasses of wine was I in before we
I
had
had
dinner?
2.
I feel like I had 4.
I think you had 4. Either 4 or 5.
4 or 5. I had 4 or 5 glasses of sparkling
champagne,
wine.
yeah. And we chatted with some ladies, some like older women over at the cheese table about our fan reaction to seeing Guy Fieri, and they were like, "I know, right?"
Yeah, one of the other ladies
We were
said
like
that she screamed.
And we were like spying at him from behind this like trellis.
Yeah, none of us had the balls to like walk up to the huli
And be
machine
like, "Hey."
and be like, "Hey, I'm a big fan. Thank you for doing this." And he was talking in front of the cameras for some of it, and then for the other parts, he was just like
He was just cooking.
he was just cooking. And what was awesome about it, I mean, Guy was like teaching these people how to cook.
Yeah.
He was going like, so you can see that there's a hot spot here, so you rake it back and make the others hotter to compensate for that. And you know, he was just kind of like talking about the machine, because huli chicken is apparently, it's a huli way of cooking it.
It's
And it's
just
not like
spinning it. It's like rotisserie.
it's rotisserie, but like a lot
Over
a high heat, over like black oak.
I think
is
you're
what he
making
said.
this up.
No, he said
okay,
really? Black oak.
All right.
Fuck you.
Thanks. Wink.
We overheard. We met. We did
Oh,
not
shit.
see. We did not introduce ourselves because we were in the mouth of the enemy. But we overheard Miss Fieri
She was
talking.
right next to
She
me.
was
Guy
right next to
Fieri's
us.
wife was right next to me.
And we overheard her talking about Ryder.
Yeah, writer's grades.
Ryder's grades. It's the first time that
How's
he's
he
getting
doing?
A's and B's.
Oh my God,
He's doing.
finally.
Yeah, because one of the moms was like, "Oh, how's Ryder doing?" And she went, "You know, actually pretty good. It's the first time he's getting A's and B's." And I was like, "I know that mom sentence. He's not getting A's and B's."
Oh.
Um,
I want to go back to
please do. I want to live in this moment for the rest of my life.
When Guy Fieri's wife was right next to me. We were signing for the Worth Our Weight mailing list.
Yeah, because the wine lady told us to, and I was like,
yeah.
I need to be in your good graces if I want these free refills.
Also because, like, we were kind of afraid that maybe somebody would know that we just make fun of him all the time.
Yeah. But counter to that, Jennifer made me sign up with Matt Cons at justguythings.money. And I was like, it's going to be a fucking joke. And so I put in parentheses, seriously, because I knew that they wouldn't take it serious if I didn't. And
then I was such a bad person. I'm a horrible person.
Yep.
I don't think people
boy.
realize I wrote Kurd Gurgelson, and then I wrote the email kurdgurgelson@gmail.com, which is literally an email that I made, but I wrote Kurd Gurgelson
As your
I'm
name?
as my name because I'm a bad person.
You didn't
and then,
tell me that.
I know.
That's a faux pas.
I know.
Come on, man.
I didn't realize Worth
Jennifer.
Our Weight was going to be really nice and like have a cool organization and stuff, and then I was just a dick.
I spent $315 for you to insult at-risk youths.
Oh, they're so nice.
They're gonna
They were
find
so
out,
nice.
and it's gonna undermine everything they've ever done, and they're just gonna go back to being on the streets. You know?
Yeah.
But to be
This
fair,
is rock bottom for Andrew, possibly.
there was a microgreens company that wrote their name as Microgreens.
Yeah, that's an actual company and not a fucking dumb name. Like Kurd Gurgelson.
It's a real email.
It's not a real name.
It's not.
It's not a real name.
Real name. It's my alter ego.
First off,
On the podcast, I would like to be known as Kurd
no,
Gurgelson.
no.
Please refer to me as Miss Gurgelson.
Get fucked, Gurgelson.
Thank you.
First off, Just for Men Fish Odor gave us a warm embrace and he said, "Welcome, friends. You're right here." He gave us Hwan,
Yeah.
a sparkling white wine.
Yeah.
He showed a magician who he has personally vetted. What's great about Mr. Fishoder is that he told us that he had a private showing with Arsène Dupin.
And you wouldn't believe what he could do.
You know, I walked away
Whoa.
one time. I after some of the tricks, I walked away and I said, "I hate you." Look at him; he's so good. Everything he does is masterful.
Yeah.
he
And
was-
while he's like trying to entertain a baby by like balancing a
a thing on
A
like
thing
a
on his
club
nose.
on his nose.
Yeah.
I can't take you anywhere.
I know.
I actually really like this place,
I do too.
and you insulted them.
It was a reflex of just being a dick because I am one.
Reflux.
Acid.
Kurt Gurgelson.
Reflex from Kurt Gurgelson. That's my memoir.
David, do you have any questions so far?
I feel at risk because of all of this.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
That's an opinion.
That's all I've got. No,
Okay.
no other. What did? No, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's fair. There's a lot to go through, and it's so vivid in my head, and everything was so important that I can't like prioritize anything.
No, it's all equally important.
It felt like I was on ecstasy. Everything was just hitting every synapse all of the time, and I just didn't know what was going on, but I was loving every fucking second of it. Guy Fieri does look like my brother,
In
and
real
it's
life.
scary. I saw him make eye contact with me a couple of times, and I was
Yeah.
like, Jesse? And then, oh god, it was him. That was...
You're like, oh, he doesn't have frosted tips.
And he made, like, eye contact with me a lot.
Yeah, a lot of guy contact.
Lot of guy contact. Let's start
So
out.
we get into the building.
We get in-
sit down.
we
We're
get in-
next to the bathroom.
We're next to the bathroom. We hit the fucking jackpot, though, in spots, right? Because there are people that were against the wall, pinned down
And
in the
could
middle of a
not
table.
see Guy Fieri when he was talking.
Yeah, and there were,
Damn.
I think it was
Awful.
like 10 people per table.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was 10 people per table, 5 on one side, 5 on the other.
Did you guys mingle?
Yes, we did.
mangled so
we
good.
happened to be sitting with the best people. We were sitting next to that mother and her yo-yo daughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yo-yo
They were-
filmography daughter.
They were so cool. They were super cool.
They were catty at each other, just like a mom and daughter should be.
Yeah.
But like in a respectful kind of way, where it was like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, the car ride might be awkward, but it's fun for everyone, and nobody's really getting in trouble yet.
Yeah, especially since like we were we're pretty young for like people to be at this type
that's
of
what I was
event.
gonna say. Were you
Yeah.
guys like the youngest people independently
Our hopes
But
and
since
there?
children-
dreams, our hopes and dreams were crushed, though.
There were
'Cause-
some 20-somethings that
There
were
were-
fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
They sauntered
Holy
in
shit.
like, we're hot as shit and we're coming to party.
and the producers were the production agents were like, "Oh, please sign these disclosure agreements. We want to get you on camera."
We want beautiful people here.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, because the only thing that we were running through like a playbook in our head when we were driving there, and I was like, okay, so it's about $100 and some odd dollars, $150 per person for this event.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that there's going to be a lot of young people here.
Yeah, no, there's...
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were true. That was kind of true, except like family friends, I think, showed up.
Yeah,
And those were
definitely.
the young girls, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck, we're not showing up
And
on
they were-
camera anymore."
They were like wearing cute stuff, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, they were wearing the Sonoma County like basic fall thing, where it was
Yes.
like white
Fucks.
scarf on top of like a bubble goose.
It was
vest.
a white fur vest
Yeah, it was fucking.
and like wearing, like browns and creams, and I was like, ah.
they were effortlessly gorgeous, and,
and
it
we're
was
here
annoying.
like wearing orange.
Orange and minimal makeup, and these
Yeah.
people were contouring,
I put
working
on
their.
lipstick. I
Yeah.
tried.
I love that. That should be a t-shirt for you. I put on lipstick. I tried.
I tried as much as I do usually.
Yeah. So there was so much wine at this event.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Guy Fieri donated the wine, and I guess he has his own, like, wine brand, Hunt and Ride, like, named after his children, Hunter and Ryder. And it's, like, a fancy label.
Yeah. It's a fancy label that doesn't really show off that it's Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Until you reach the back of it. And it was,
Oh.
I think the back of it says, like, the 69 Camaro or something like that.
Timeless.
Yeah, it was
classic
timeless
as
and
the-
climeless. Timeless and climeless. Timeless and classic as a 68 Camaro.
Yeah, we actually have the bottle.
Yeah.
We took a bottle.
You're not supposed to take bottles at the end of fundraisers, but there was a cork on the table and, like, a single pour gone from one bottle of wine. I was like, we're taking this bottle.
So back to how I'm a terrible person.
You're not a terrible person. I told you to.
You were like, hey, get that cork. And I was like, okay, I'll do it right in front of one of the organizers.
Who we met and was, like, teary in front of us.
Yeah.
So, fuck, there was so much that
But
went on.
it was going to go to waste. They weren't going to drink it. They're
Yeah.
at-risk youths. They're not going to go fucking in their house and drink a bunch of leftover wine.
Yeah. And what was so great about this at-risk youths dinner was that they gave so much booze to everyone else.
Yeah.
I had at one point a glass of red, a glass of white, and a beer.
Yes.
So I had 3 alcoholic
Simultaneously.
drinks simultaneously, and they're refilling every single one of
Yeah.
them for me, and I felt amazing. I felt like a king. It was
You did get in trouble by Mr. Fishoder, however, because you were drinking your beer out of the bottle. He
Oh,
comes
shit.
around, he has his beer in a glass.
uh-huh. He remembers that I asked for you to marry me. I asked for your hand. Cuz he was like, "You're going to marry this?"
Oh, yeah.
What?
I made a joke
He
in
asked
passing.
for my hand.
I made a joke in passing that I asked you to marry me, and then
Yeah.
you said yes. Like, can you believe she said yes? And and then we went and drank wine and saw magic.
And Frosty Tips.
And Frost. No, we didn't even. No, we did mostly magic stuff.
We saw Frosty Tips from behind other people.
Yeah, but Mr. Fishoder was very much trying to steal the show from Guy.
Yeah. So he comes around and he has his beer classily in a glass. And he's like, "What, you're drinking it out of the bottle? And you're gonna marry this?"
Yeah.
Like, you gotta tell him to pour that into a glass.
And I was like, it's already in a glass, bud. And I pointed to the bottle, and I was like, hoping that would be the end of it. Like, I guess you're right. But he was like, no, pour that in the glass.
Which Matt had used both wine glasses, one with red, one with white. He took the drips of the white, I think, and poured it into your water glass.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Poured your beer into the glass.
That guy's a
It-
fucking badass.
It
Holy
was a
shit.
lot of intimate moments.
You
were
guys
reading
got
a-
a little too friendly with him, I think.
It was a little friendly.
He was a little friendly man.
He was.
God damn, there was so much that went on.
So we also got to meet the, like, organizer, the woman who runs most of it, kind of a lot, because she was, I think, the godmother of the little girl, or whatever.
The 16-year-old that
16-year-old
we met.
that we were
Yo-yo
sitting
girl.
with.
Yeah, yo-yo
Yeah.
girl.
So she would come over and check in and be like, "Oh, hey, how's
She would
it
talk.
going?"
Yeah, she would talk with Yo-Yo Ma.
Yes. And so we actually got to learn kind of a lot about the organization, and you thank you so much.
No, go ahead.
We heard that Guy Fieri had cried earlier that morning.
Yeah.
What?
because
About what?
he was
very touched with the program.
Yeah, the
Thinking about
program-
the youths.
yeah,
He was
the
thinking
youths.
about the youths. Well, I think he was also like, I think he's kind of turned her into a family friend.
Yeah.
And so he was talking about all the stuff that she does, all of the lives that she's impacted, including his. And then he said, ah, shit. Wiped his eye and turned around and like
was
walked
like,
away
"Turn
from
the
the
cameras
camera.
off," yeah.
Yeah, he walked away from the camera.
I really hope that gets into the cut of the special and that we can see that, because that sounds so endearing.
Yeah, and the context for that, she didn't just go she didn't just go, I made Guy cry, and then dished. She got a check from I
A
think,
friend of Guy's, I think he was a part of the production of either Guy's Grocery Games or
Yeah.
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
and he owns like a couple of radio stations around here and all that. He donated $5,000 of his own money in front of
He couldn't attend the event because it was sold out, so he dropped by earlier in the day, gave Guy the check to then give to the organization like during the meal.
and again, she said that guy couldn't get tickets. And we got tickets.
You guys
That
got
shows her
tickets.
fucking dedication to the cast.
Yeah. Dedication to the cast. Oh, God. That's a terrible sentence that I never want to hear
Hey.
again. The cast.
Dear listeners, we're very dedicated to the cast.
Hard-hitting journalism. So he started getting a little... We heard him crack up a couple of times. He started getting choked up when he gave her the check.
Yeah.
And then...
He's a sweet boy.
He's a sweet boy, because then after that, another course came through and he stopped the music again, and he gave her another check from him.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, boy.
From the show specifically.
from the show specifically.
but still,
but-
it's basically his money.
yeah. And and he started talking about like how much she means to him, and then he just goes like, okay, put the music back on, and
It
walks
was
back into the
so
kitchen.
cute. We actually have audio recordings of like most of the times that Guy was speaking.
Yeah, we do. We even have his nicknames that he gave his production
for the
agents.
production, for the cameramen, he gave them nicknames.
Yeah.
And they've been with him since the beginning. We actually talked to them at the end.
Yeah, the way that they work is pretty interesting. So they work for both the Food Network and the Travel Channel, and they're like contract employees. So when they were in Barcelona, they were doing the Barcelona Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
were there.
but they also did like
A
travel show
channel.
on Spain.
Yeah, but it won't be out until
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, I think he said like next week or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, we talked to some of the agents, or not the agents, those guys, and
The
they
camera
seemed
crew,
they
the
seemed
crew.
pretty chill.
They were super chill. Yeah, they were very nice.
Guy made them wear hats.
Little turkey hats.
He put turkey hats on, and he said, "Y'all are a bunch of turkeys."
It was pretty funny. It was very obviously just for the filming aspect.
Yeah, so
I feel like
the production agent gave him a hat and was like, "Put these on your crew and giggle, because
Yeah.
we need something for the credits."
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's kind of like the end where, you know, like
Where he
guy
puts
put
the
on
whipped
the scuba
cream.
head.
Yeah, he puts the whipped cream in the dude's mouth.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. While you're getting those queued up, I can go through the menu.
Yeah, sure.
So to begin, there was like a table with the cheese on it, but we didn't really take part in any of that because we were too busy drinking champagne and watching magic.
Yeah, cheese is just like that's just kind of stealing champagne room.
It's just a
Yeah,
waste
I
of
should have
space.
eaten some though. I really like cheese.
Yeah.
The first course was a Dungeness crab bisque.
Mm-hmm.
The second course was
Jennifer's a vegetarian.
Yes.
And they didn't know, or just didn't speak up when she got the Dungeness crab thing. And Jennifer had it, and I think you really enjoyed it, right?
It was fine, yeah. No, I'm not. If I have like meat in front of me, I'm going to eat it because
Otherwise,
I
it's
don't want
gonna
it
get
to
thrown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, we sorted it out that both me and the person next to me were vegetarian.
I sorted it out.
and the woman next to me.
I spoke up for
Not
both of you.
me at all. But then
Because I was the drunk uncle at the table.
you were very much. So for course 2 was the huli huli chicken that Guy Fieri had.
It had a kick to it. It had a guy's patented kick to it. There was like a chipotle rub.
Yeah, there was
on
something
spicy
spicy
on top of a bed of risotto.
Capsaicin. Yeah, with wild mushroom risotto. That was really delicious.
Super dope.
The mushrooms were awesome. And then course 3 was like, oh my goodness.
So also let's clarify this. They were being cooked by the kids.
Yes, by the
20-year-olds that were like learning how to work in a restaurant environment. So they had like a bunch of instruction from the
there was, like,
Food
the
Network
helper.
stars, but like all of the cooking, everything that was being done was done by these youths.
Yeah, so,
And they were pumping out like beautifully plated meals, and it was so good.
yeah, so like for instance, like Guy Fieri was like telling them what should be done to make like this type of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then they would like, do the work but get the expertise from like the Food Network star. So like there were those other Food Network stars were helping kind of give their insight and stuff for the meals. And when the meals were being introduced, they gave the kids a chance to explain what the meal was and like how it was prepared and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and working in a restaurant, that's like, I mean, I worked in a kind of a diner, but working in a restaurant, like that's really important for a cook or a chef to learn how to explain what you've done with the food and the reason why you did it. And
it's kind of like on Chopped, where they give their little blurb about the meal, and so they were getting experience doing that kind of thing.
And you've watched Chopped, where like there's a cook that has no like experience talking in front of somebody, and it seems terrible, but all these kids were like getting really, really good experience.
Yeah, and I think this was kind of like preparation for later when they would be working with the actual Guys Grocery Games, like part of this.
Yeah.
Right. So then the third course was the herb sous vide pork loin with seared cauliflower with a lemongrass béarnaise.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I just had the cauliflower with the lemongrass béarnaise, and it was so delicious. It was like the most delicious cauliflower I've ever had in my life.
The béarnaise was fucking amazing. So I've been high like a couple of times, and it felt like I was high on pot because I loved that food so much. It was doing stuff to my mouth that made it like tickle because it was so good. Like I was high on pot. I was high on the marijuana.
Reefer.
It felt like I was smoking reefer. The good ganj, the good herb. Yep. Taking it to the neck and eating béarnaise sauce. But it was amazing. And the sous vide pork, I've never had sous vide anything before.
Mm-hmm.
Sous vide is when you do like you immerse it in a water bath in like a vacuum sealed bag, and you cook it on a very low temperature.
They do it a lot on like Iron Chef.
Yeah, when you have time. Iron Chef takes like 12 hours.
They do it in an hour.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they have like sous chefs and stuff.
Yeah, they said that they cooked the thing for like five hours.
Yeah, they did for a long time at like 57 degrees Fahrenheit, I think.
Celsius, okay. 57 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's what I was thinking.
It was just slightly cold.
It seems really cold.
Like room temperature, it was like 20 degrees off of that.
Celsius, we're in America, fucks.
Because it's sous vide. It's not called water bath cook.
Fuckers. And then for dessert, it was a dark chocolate cake with chocolate avocado mousse and bourbon cherry sauce. And oh my fucking god, it was so good.
Yeah.
And it was for the most part vegan without the whipped cream. There was whipped cream on top.
Yes, there was.
That's bored of me.
No, I'm just so tired. So I had a lot of wine yesterday, and I was a little upset that we couldn't do the podcast last night.
Oh my god, it would have been a shit show.
It would have been a shit show.
I was also very much not.
Jennifer had the spins for a
I
while.
was a little.
Should we just go through these audio?
Yeah, let's get through the
bits?
audio clips.
And like we'll cut them out if they're dumb, or leave them in if you want to add anything to them.
Yeah, you could comment.
Again, I was kind of tipsy, and I was playing the part of the fun uncle.
You can hear him basically in the background,
just going
woo, what, woo, oh yeah,
oh that's sweet,
oh guy,
yeah,
yeah, like that kind of shit. So
let's just fucking drop them, huh?
Yeah, drop it like it's
He
hot.
met some of the chefs, and he was really impressed. And he just said, well, I'd love to get a ticket. I'd love to buy a ticket and come to the event. I said, I apologize, it's sold out.
This is when he gets
I said,
the
okay, well,
check.
Can I come by anyways? I said, yeah, you absolutely can. And so he came by today and said hi, was impressed with what was going on. And he left me this. It's got your name on it.
I'm gonna cry, aren't I? She just said $5,000.
And I have to say, he's a lot more charming in person.
Oh
The
yeah.
gentleman's name is Lawrence Amaturo. Lawrence owns the Maverick Media radio stations, Fox, and he's just that kind of guy. And he was just so taken by all the energy and enthusiasm. I thought it was just a card to tell me, "Hey, great, you guys are doing a good thing."
That
and,
sounds like
I
Alex
wanna come
Jones.
next time. And he drops $5,000 of his personal. That's from him, not from his company. And I just think that that's what you do, Evelyn. That's how you touch people. That's how you share with people. That's what you do is you give people a platform to really to say thank you and to give back. And we can't always find that platform to help kids and to help our community, but you are a fantastic portal into a lot of folks' lives. So I'm so thankful.
She was a sweetheart. It was a great organization.
Yeah,
So.
she was like one of those really nice people that always has a sad face.
Aww. People
yeah,
say that about me. Not that I'm nice, just
Yeah,
that I
she-
always have a sad face.
Yeah, she has one of them sad boy faces.
Oh, all of my pictures from childhood, I look like a sad
Pioneer child.
woman, so
Well, it
I
didn't help
understand.
that your mom made all of your clothes
And that I had cancer.
and that you had cancer.
So
She was stricken with the plague.
With the cancer.
She had the bone cancer. She didn't have the
No,
bone
I didn't.
cancer.
I had Wilm's tumor.
Yeah, she borrowed it.
Yeah.
She
it was
borrowed
his.
Wilms's tumor.
Okay. Next clip.
Okay. Next clip. Okay. I don't have any order to this. I was just drunkenly recording all of it and
Recording whenever Guy started talking.
and winking at Jennifer every single time.
yeah.
Like I was doing something sly. Cuz I don't know if this is kosher. I don't know if this is okay.
I actually feel really bad, honestly. I'm like revealing secrets, but it's a great organization, so fucking donate to it.
Yeah, worth our wait. You were allowed to donate to them just like randomly. You can go to their website and donate, or you can participate in their food series where they like cook
They
every
have
third
meals,
Thursday.
yeah.
That are planned 4-course meals, and then they also just have brunch.
Yeah.
I think every Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I was. Next clip.
Who had quite a day and worked with a piece of equipment that deserves a ton of attention. This is Chef Carl Ruiz, one of my really good buddies. Seen him on Diners, Dimes, and Dives. He's also one of the most winningest chefs in Guys Grocery Games, quite a competitor, and he's also a
Quite a
watch dealer,
competitor.
so stay away from that. Anyhow,
And a watch dealer.
he's a great guy.
And then
he's
Matt
been a fantastic
laughed
mentor
a
with
lot.
Rudy, who's been super enthusiastic and has had some real. I mean, he's had some challenges today of the things they've done and how they've done it. So, Chef Ruiz and Rudy.
He might have had some wine.
Hello.
So he's going to explain to you what we did. and it was really fun working here, and I'd like to thank everybody. It's a really nice organization. This full immersion way of teaching people how to be in the restaurant business.
Full
is more of a
immersion, full
survival
immersion
tool.
water
This is how
bath.
people get a real job.
That's what I was
You know,
thinking.
not a fake Food Network job like mine.
I
So thank you, and I hope you enjoy your course.
Alright, so our next
don't think
course
this is Guy, though.
plant-based
No, that was Rudy.
beignets
Maybe I should
with,
just skip this one.
of cauliflower steak with a sous vide,
Okay, yeah,
beautifully seasoned.
These kids are
pork
nervous.
tenderloin.
This is like
They're
their
so
first time
nervous.
working.
Although the guy who introduced the dessert was like
A sassy, polished individual.
very fucking sassy, and he like glided out into the middle of the
Yeah. Maybe I should
venue.
maybe I should skip and see if Guy shows up. He might have tried to save it. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Hold on, let's just fucking do it.
A lot of people. This is
For her third.
Oh, okay. That's where I was just talking about like the whole thing. And I was kind of recording it. I was talking to the people that so there were like people that have been involved with the program for a while, like the microgreens lady.
Yeah,
there's a lady whose entire job is to just make small plants and then sell them to fancy restaurants.
Aw.
Yeah, Sebastopol microgreens.
Yeah, they were pretty good, and they also grew like the little flowers that went on the.
I couldn't tell because they were so tiny.
They were pretty small. Maybe I got more because I'm a vegetarian.
Almost too micro. If I had to say one thing, they were a little too tiny.
You made a micro versus macro joke at her,
And she thought it was kind of funny.
and then you said something about college.
Yeah, so there was something about macrogreens, and then I went to community college for one semester, and that made most of the table laugh that was listening. So
Yeah.
Nice.
again, being
Drunk
the fun uncle,
My fun uncle who had a semester at community college.
and won't shut up about it. Next one, 8:00.
Rodriguez, we call him Chico. Chico and I started Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives together. So,
These are his nicknames for the people who work with him, right?
Yeah.
this is Boy Band. Well, they all have real names. but
Boy
we don't call
Band.
them. This is Boy Band. This is Donnie. His real name's not Donnie. We don't even know what his name is. This is Doyle. This is a guy with so many great names.
Which makes me think that he might throw some gay names at him.
Oh, so many great names.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
one is called Boy Band.
Boy band.
Boy band's good.
And there wasn't, let me be clear here. There wasn't a pretty boy of the group.
Oh.
Like none of them
They
were.
looked fine.
They looked fine,
Maybe-
but there
Normal
wasn't.
people.
There wasn't one that.
There wasn't
looked,
like a Baby Spice.
Yeah, there
Or
wasn't
like an Aaron Carter.
a JC Chazet.
Maybe
Yeah.
he just has a beautiful voice, you know?
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
I hope
speaking
so.
of
He
beautiful
sings in the car.
voices,
Speaking of beautiful voices.
there's the Food Network star.
Oh, she did not have a beautiful voice.
She sings us a ditty.
About cake. We'll continue playing this.
We'll get to it.
Back to it.
This is Boy Band. Well, they all have real names, but we don't call them by them. This is Boy Band. This is Donnie. His real name's not Donnie.
We
don't
were
even
so
know what
drunk.
his name is. This is Doyle. This is a guy with so many great names. Angelo is
we don't have
awesome,
that
and then
dumb
Eric is
laugh like that
runs the
one guy.
production for us over at Guys Grocery Games. But these guys are all supposed to be off this weekend, and they all got involved and volunteered to go do this project.
Everyone was drunk.
The audience reactions are so perfect.
We were in their pocket the entire night.
You have a real name. But I just wanted to let you know who they were, because the great thing is that it's kind of like the family that you have here in this community. When I tell these guys these weird projects that I want to do, they all kind of, I don't know, I think they just have to do it. No, they really do get excited about doing it, and they've taken their whole day to be here, and I can't say thanks enough, guys. You've really done a great job.
What kind of weird projects is he doing? They're not all
that's
that
what
weird.
I like. Yeah.
This is really
This was
important.
pretty normal, to be honest.
Those are just the ones we know
the chef
about,
that's
though.
coming out The
Yeah.
mentor that's coming out, her name is Damaris Phillips. Damaris won the next Food Network star. Do you know who Damaris is? Damaris is one of the...
I had no idea who Damaris was.
We still wooed.
We still wooed.
I think I know who that
Phenomenal.
is.
She's a nice blonde lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I think I'm in the middle of that season, and you guys just spoiled it for me.
Oh,
I'm so fucking sorry.
Fuck. Damaris won.
I don't. Yeah, it's
She's
fine.
rad.
That's
I
great.
mean,
I'm happy for her.
we kind of talked to her a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Whoa.
Let's continue.
You met a star.
We met a star,
We met
baby.
a lot of stars.
talents that I've ever seen come out of Food Network. I mean, she really is. She had a cooking show. Once you win Food Network, you get a cooking show, and you get an opportunity to do that for a while, and then you just see what comes about. I had a chance to get Damaris to come on Guys Grocery Games as a judge, and she is now like the #1 judge that we have. She's smart, super articulate, super funny. Her husband's vegetarian, so she's a phenomenal vegetarian chef. Super giving. She's been here all day. Some of the other
Terrible
chefs running,
person.
I mean, everybody's worked really hard, but she has been. It's just such a pleasure to work with her, and she's probably one of the biggest energies you ever meet. So where's Chef Damaris?
She runs out, and she runs
strikes
back
like a
and
power
forth.
pose. Yeah.
She could not take a compliment without doing something like that. But listen, she is a sister from another mister. She is really one of the best in the world. And if we
They
had
were
more
two peas
time,
in a
and if
pod,
you guys
though.
were a little bit more drunk, I'd let her sing.
I was drunk enough.
We all
Kind
were.
of singing. It's like like you're. Anyhow, so here's Chef Damaris.
It makes sense now when he
everyone.
was saying.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm going to pass it on to Michael, who was all of the brawn and all of the brains behind this today. Fantastic. So he's going to tell you all what you're going to be eating.
Okay, so this dessert is freaking phenomenal. We have been back there just like we were doing our plate up. We were having a good time. So, oh gosh, where's that?
We want to see you. Look right there.
Yeah! Again, drunk enough.
So we're gonna start off with a chocolate avocado mousse, and then it's gonna be on top of the chocolate cake, and then we're doing a classic cherry sauce and a bourbon whipped cream.
I heard bourbon and was
Okay,
very
well, the exciting
excited.
part is if you took the whipped cream away, the whole thing would be completely vegan.
Ooh.
You're having a very plant-based dessert. And it's
You
gonna
didn't
be
give a
phenomenal.
fuck about vegans.
I don't give a fuck as long as it's good.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. We hope you enjoy it.
Whipped cream has the bourbon.
So Damaris,
I was also excited about the whipped cream.
Yes!
Damaris is 100% full entertainment on the show. Anytime I just wind her up and let her go, and she just you are having a bad. She should have a call in. You have a bad day, just dial Damaris. You should have to pay like a membership fee. Damn, Damaris, I'm having a terrible day. Well, tell me about your day, friend. And then Damaris will make a song, and it's just. Damaris was a mentor recently on one of the shows, and with a really amazing young chef, and Damaris and her team won, and her chef won $20,000.
Yep. I got that wrong.
Everybody cried. So Damaris, make it a quick one. It's not a Beatles album, but let's have a
Beatles album!
It's just 6 verses. Just 6. I'm just kidding. We're here for wow. Wow, wow, wow.
It was terrible.
And now.
What the fuck?
Hey, you cannot. Wait. Huh.
And we all participated. Holy shit.
We were drunk enough.
Oh my god. I
She made us
forgot.
sing a song about cake, and we were very excited about it.
Cake.
I didn't want anything to come between me and cake with bourbon in it.
It was great.
It was great. I think we've
Great,
got
great.
maybe. Oh fuck you! We've got one more that's 4 minutes, and yep, we're just gonna go into it.
That I put on the project. First, the executive director of our foundation, CWK, Reed Strathern. He also runs
We learned about Guy's production like a lot.
But the one
today,
that did all
last
the
night.
hard work, that really organized everything, that was here herself cooking, was here yesterday brining
There
the
was still
chicken,
pudding
Who
left.
has? We didn't know she was such a superstar young chef.
Probably
my assistant,
me.
The backbone of the program.
Jennifer
Becca
smacks the
Harrison.
shit out of her plates with spoons.
Man, no regrets.
The last thing we want to do is have an event with WOW and give WOW any bills of food. So of course CWK picked up all the responsibilities for the costs of the dinner. But we also, and not that we want to outdo Mr. Amaturo, because we always had the intention of doing it, but CWK would like to give you $5,000. Your wonderful friends, wonderful family, wonderful community members. I thank my mom and dad for getting me so involved in this.
They were there.
And,
They were there,
This has
yeah.
been one of the best
She was taking
events that
pictures.
I've ever had a chance
Aw.
to chef. The entire team, all my friends from out of state, have done a phenomenal job. But most importantly, and I can't drag them all out here because there are more of them than there are us, is all of these young student chef entrepreneur superstars that have made this dinner happen. We couldn't have done it, and I'm telling you, they're back here, they're working hard, and they're working with such passion and enthusiasm, and they're going to have great jobs, and they've got a great foundation to go forward in life, all because of you. But please, a big round of applause to all the great...
And then we did a standing ovation,
Yes.
which it doesn't happen like ever for cooks.
No.
Like nobody goes like, "Damn, this is some good stromboli," and then just starts
Clapping.
clapping.
For it, yeah.
First off, clapping isn't really a
Yeah.
thing.
No, we clapped as a group.
We clapped.
Too much.
We
I
clapped
think.
as a yeah. We were a bunch of clappers.
Like they were trying to film, and we were just like clapping
Yeah.
at what Guy was saying.
Yeah. We were a rowdy bunch. Yeah. That was kind of it.
And then we took the wine, chatted with the production crew.
Chatted with the production crew
Then-
while we were corking the wine.
When we were leaving, the food stars were like just in front of us.
Yeah, they were in
leaving
front of
the
us,
venue.
like going to smoke cigarettes.
Guy, we couldn't get a fucking picture with him.
Which was crazy because we were
Aw.
so the god daughter was like, "I'm gonna get them."
Yo-yo ma.
No, the god daughter, yo-yo daughter, not yo-yo ma.
Yo-yo daughter.
Yo-yo daughter was talking about
Yo-yo da.
God damn it. She was saying that she wanted to
Get a picture.
and that really she wanted us to have a picture with him because I started this fiction. It's not being a fiction anymore after the last night, where I am a super fan of Guy Fieri.
He's such a nice man.
He's so nice. He's a nice man who's adorable to look at. Like, when you see the way he dresses on TV, you're just like, oh god, that's tacky. But then you see him in real life and he just kind of looks like a porcupine
Yeah,
or
he's
like a
just
guinea
like
pig.
a nice dude.
He's just a nice, soft
And he's
little
like
boy.
touchy in like a nice way.
Yeah.
He came around and just like touched people. And
Yeah,
was
just
like,
asking
"Hey."
how everyone was doing,
Yeah.
and he wasn't like stealing anybody's food, which was good. That was a good look.
And he wasn't eating like at a table with anyone. He
No,
was working.
Dude was working in the back with all of
Yeah.
the cooks. This wasn't like a way for him to just like self-congratulate in front of a bunch of rich people.
Yeah,
he was
no.
doing
He was
work.
doing
work.
shit.
He was
Yeah.
doing shit and making sure that these kids got every single bit of instruction that he could give them.
Yeah, because I feel like this could have gone a completely different way where we went and we were like, wow, Guy's an actual douchebag in real life.
Yeah, he's
But no, we go and we're like, he's not actually a douchebag in real life.
he didn't even make it about him.
No, not at all.
I mean, there was a placard with his face and
Yeah.
his
He
face
did have his
emblem thing.
signature and stuff.
He had his signature on there, and then there were a bunch of pictures with him like posted on the walls. But it wasn't like a fat head. Like there wasn't like a vinyl of just a cutout of
face.
him.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It was him with. It would be cool. I might need to get that for the apartment. But like,
Just him like the Kool-Aid man busting through your walls.
yeah, he just brought out the Food Network people, who then brought out the
kids.
the kids.
Yeah.
And we're calling them kids, but they're the
like
same age as us.
They were really nice.
Yeah,
They were really professional.
Andrew was the best.
He was so funny.
Andrew was this kid who was so nervous about serving us 23-year-olds,
Yeah.
that he forgot how long he had worked there.
He
And
had
he
to
said,
go ask someone.
let me ask someone and I'll come back with the answer. And then he did, sure as shit, 30 minutes later, he was like
4 years.
4 years. And picked up a
He
plate
was
or something.
really nice.
He was adorable. But yeah, I was a super fan of Guy.
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah.
I mean, he had a lifted black truck with like studs
He's
on
still
it.
a douchebag, but he's just nice.
He has customized black and yellow license plates that say his son's names.
Yeah.
Aw, I hate that so much, but it's so cute at the same time.
But yeah, everyone was super cool there. We were able to talk to the Food Network people for like a little bit.
Oh yeah, they said your car was cool.
I brought my V8 Volvo was running, and I brought it out, and
Because they
Carl.
were parked literally just in front of us.
yeah, Carl Ruiz was like, "That is a sick car," and I was like, "Attention!" I was very, very excited about somebody saying that my stupid car was cool.
Yeah, and also was one of the Food Network people.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. And they all were like
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. They were
all-
like carpooling. Oh my fucking god, I can't talk.
They were carpooling in a rented car from like Utah.
Yeah.
It was a white Dodge Caravan.
Why?
I don't know.
Guy wasn't with them.
Guy brought 2 trucks, at least.
Oh, he dipped out like right away. Once he said he was leaving, he
Oh
like,
yeah,
left.
that's where we were talking
Yeah.
about. Goddaughter was like, "I'm gonna get a picture with him."
Asked the woman, Evelyn, I think is her
Evelyn,
name.
and yeah, Evelyn was like,
He's gone. He left. He
Didn't
said
you
he
hear
was
him
leaving.
say that he was gonna leave? So if Guy says he's gonna leave, he's gonna
gone.
leave. He's dipped.
Yeah.
And then she also mentioned that he's totally okay with people taking pictures of him. He's so
Yeah,
used to it.
he's
And I was
used
like,
to it.
of course he is. Dude is of fucking old Ironsides. Nothing can stick to him.
Although in a few of the pictures that you've taken, he's looking directly into the camera.
I don't care. I don't. So on Snapchat, my stories were just Guy Fieri with fire and hearts around him.
It was good. I
And he just
loved
kind of
it.
looks caught.
He looks caught. He looks like he looks shocked that I'm a huge fan.
I have a couple of Yelp reviews from Worth Our Wait.
Yeah.
Should I get into them?
I think you should get in.
I don't know.
Dive in.
Yeah. DH gave a 5-star review.
Thank you, DH. Thank you for writing into the show.
Great fresh California cuisine food. Scones and taste lime a farm. What the fuck? Okay, sorry. The punctuation of these things is always a mystery. Great fresh California cuisine. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Holy shit. Okay. DH 5-star review. Great fresh California cuisine food. Scones and taste lime like a farm to fork type place. Kip, our waiter, had very shiny lips and was very professional.
What?
Systematic. Had a great time. We'll come back. What
Thank
the
you.
fuck?
Thank you, shiny-lipped Kip.
Sorry, he said lime instead of like. It really fucked up my reading of this thing.
Yeah. People don't get like 2-day drunk. Usually. You didn't drink that much wine. We didn't have to pump your stomach or anything.
Very shiny lips,
Very shiny lips, Kip.
Good to know.
but also professional.
Anthony kind of had some shiny lips.
He did.
Anthony was a very tall... Andy?
Andrew,
Andrew? Was it Andrew?
I thought so.
It was Andrew. Andrew was a tall, blonde boy with a Colonel Sanders style mustache and soul patch combo.
Mm-hmm.
And he also did have very shiny lips.
Shiny lips. Yeah.
Maybe they just like rub Vaseline on their
Yeah,
lips to make
maybe
them
that's
smile
a part
more.
of it. on
So
the
it's
teeth.
a requirement.
Yeah, they give them falsies.
And
Veneers.
then I have one dick bag that I just want to call out because this organization is awesome. And
Yeah.
they're working really hard.
So they charge $85, which sounds like a lot, but it's a 4-course meal, complimentary wine, and then also
It's a charity.
It's a charity, which means you can deduct that from your taxes if you keep the receipt.
And you don't have to tip.
And you don't have to
It's
tip.
included.
And they fill up your wine constantly. How do you rate that anything lower than 4 stars?
Eric B, 1 star. Are you looking to get arrested for not eating your meal?
Yes.
Worth Our Weight is willing
Yeah,
to
actually,
call...
hold on. Yes, because it would be a crime not to.
Oh.
This food was so good.
Shit.
Oh, God, I don't have it up.
That's fine. Worth Our Weight is willing to call the local PD on you. They did on us. My wife, my 2 daughters, both of which are under 3. Well, obviously they weren't calling the fucking cops on your daughters. They were calling the cops on you, you asshole. And my mother visiting from the East Coast. Yeah, they called the cops. And then
Good way to go, Evelyn.
I'll skip ahead a little bit. If this is a school, the students should request their money back. Like, fucking dickbag.
They
You
don't
know what
put
it
money
is.
in.
The food is fair at best, and the service is subpar. Management, that is. At least the server had the goal, to stand in front of our table and tell us a couple of times that the chef insists we pay for the meal. We asked to speak with management and the chef more than once. They didn't want to come out and discuss the issue. It's not like I ate half the dish and returned it. It was 1 bite. I knew right away it was prepared wrong. What an asshole.
Man, that's
This
fucked
food
up.
was dope.
And
By the way.
this guy says, by the way, we left money on the table to cover the portion of the meal we ate. So what, 1 bite? How much is 1 bite, you dick? Plus a tip for our server. I didn't want to pay for something we didn't like. What? Like,
I think this guy was a little confused because it is $85 per person, per
Yeah.
plate.
yeah.
So if you're bringing in your 2 daughters, your wife, you,
and your mother-in-law or whatever.
mother-in-law, it's $85 times 5.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
Whatever that number
And they
is, I don't
didn't
know.
pay for any of it.
They didn't pay for any of it to
except
charity.
for 1 bite and
Which-
fucking a tip.
Jennifer read a little bit of that to me, and his main complaint was the thing that had duck liver in it, the duck liver hash, was ducky.
Yeah, he
said it
literally
tasted
he
ducky.
described it as ducky.
And then he said that they laughed at him.
Yeah,
Which
so
they
it-
should have.
So I called it ducky, and the staff carried on, laughing at the terminology used. Duh, you fucking idiot. Sorry.
He sucks so much. Go fuck yourself, whatever you
Eric.
are. Eric.
Yeah, I hate you, Eric.
And we looked, and he left only 1-star reviews for everywhere.
He left a 1-star review for the USPS.
Which I kind of understand, but also it's
1-star
the USPS, you asshole.
1-star review for a bank. Who reviews a bank? It's a bank. It's like reviewing a DMV.
It's like reviewing the USPS.
Yeah. You're gonna get the same caliber of service between all governmental offices. It's gonna be terrible, but stuff is gonna happen for you.
Yeah, it's gonna
No
work.
one is gonna like read that review and be like, "Oh, we should change things." Like
We shouldn't go to the USPS.
that's just not gonna happen.
It's FedEx all the way, baby.
We shouldn't go to the bank today.
Put it under the mattress. So strong call to action, or should we get to emails?
Oh, well, I could give a shout out, thanks.
A shout out.
Yeah, thanks to Haley Blay. She's like this rad YouTuber that I am secretly in love with.
Not secret. She's
Not
been talking
secretly, I
about her
fucking
for
love
like
her.
2 weeks now.
I really do like her a lot, and I was watching a live stream of hers. I hoard out this podcast. She read about it was talking about it for a bit, had me tweet her the podcast, and then retweeted it. So,
Yeah.
like, thank you so much. If you're from her, she's rad, and you're probably rad too.
Thanks.
We've got an email from David's friend, Carly. Carly M.
Ooh, yeah, Carly.
Hi, Carly.
Hi, Carly. Hi, Carly.
Let's make this a larger font size.
Larger font size for my tired eyes. She sends in, "Hey nerds, I live in Fells Point
I'm
and
offended.
Hey nerds, I live in Fells Point and go to BOP Pizza a lot since it's in my neighborhood. It's like regular pizza and stuff, but the best thing about the place is that they have TVs that just run the episode of DDD they were on the entire time they're open, seemingly into infinity. It must be hell to work there. Bye. Say hi to Melvin for me."
Hi, Melvin.
Hi, Melvin. You're a good dog.
I don't know where he is. I've been to that place and I did not notice that. Admittedly, that place is like across from a bunch of bars, and I've never been there sober. It's open until like 4 a.m. or something crazy too. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I always end up there, and like there's that and like this weird cigar shop are like the two places I end up when I like don't want to remember things anymore.
You just go to a cigar shop and go like, maybe I should try cigars.
No, it's just like all of our friends like leave for the night except for me and my friend Kevin, and it's just like me and him always go to a cigar shop and like buy something. I don't know what we're buying there, but like we always I don't know, yeah. We just stand outside of this cigar shop smoking things.
Is it smoking things? Does this cigar shop? It's a cigar shop, so it has swords, right?
Again, I don't really remember what it's like inside.
Every cigar store that I've been to, granted, it's like Sonoma County, and
there's like actual sorcerers here. I feel like
there's actual sorcerers and some actual Klingons too.
Yeah.
Because they love collecting swords and smoking cigars. Every single cigar store I've been in has like a knife section and then like a sword section.
That's like at the mall near the house I grew up in. It has what my brothers and I refer to as Buddha and Bong stores.
Yeah.
Where it's always just like statues of Buddha, like bongs that like they claim aren't bongs, and then a bunch of knives
and flags.
Oh, yeah. And posters.
Like the silk screen posters.
Yeah.
Silk posters.
But like by the time I moved away from that house and that mall, like it was like the mall was like 30% those stores. And I was like,
yeah, which is weird. We had kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
Coddingtown was real rough for a bit. And like this flag store that used to be there moved into larger and larger buildings within Coddingtown Mall, to the point where they moved into where a restaurant was. They moved into where Sweet River Grill was, which was Sweet River Grill. It's Sweet River. They had like three. They had like 3 tiers. They had like stairs within the restaurant. It was that big of a restaurant. And I was like, how many flags and bongs are you going to put in here? How much floor space do you need? I love it. I love those stores in like fantasy stores. I call them fantasy stores.
Yes, with dragons on like orbs.
Dragons, pewter figurines, that plasma ball.
Yes.
And lots and lots of swords. Any place that says that they'll sharpen knives in a mall.
Let's go in there.
Let's go in there.
The economics of malls doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how do like real businesses like get driven out of places like that and get taken over by like weird hat stores? And, like, it's like, how does my mall have 3 different stores called Buckets in it that just sell snapbacks? What the fuck is going on? Like, where is the money coming from?
Who goes to a mall and goes, let's buy some luggage, hun? It doesn't make sense.
I hate walking into those stores that only sell luggage and hats because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want any of this. I'm just in here because it's here.
Because it's the mall and it's a town that closes at 10. We have to do something. We have another email.
Yeah,
Oh.
Carly has one more thing to say.
Guy has a restaurant and a casino here in Baltimore. What?
What?
Guy has a restaurant at a casino here in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And he has big-ass buses that will pick up drunk people from their house and shuttle them to his restaurant. The buses have his face plastered on them, and I see them regularly on my way home from work. It is terrifying. Best, Carly.
Oh my goodness. Is that real?
That's a really sad sentence. at the beginning.
I haven't seen those buses, but I am aware of the casino and
Oh my God.
the restaurant. Yeah.
Do you think Grayton? We have a new casino here in town,
We have
and we
a
talk
lot
about
of
it.
new casinos here.
We talk about it because like Sonoma County again doesn't have a lot of shit. So if there's any place that has
Vineyards, casinos.
yeah, if there's any place that has like alcohol and maybe arcade games, people go like, "Have you gone yet?" And so I think Grayton might be a little too fancy for Guy.
Oh.
I have no idea, man.
I want a restaurant. I want another Guy restaurant
Well,
in Sonoma County because we've got Tex.
We've got
I've been
Texas
there.
Hobbies.
Old
We've
news.
Got
We've got Johnny
Garlic's.
Garlic's. Granted, I haven't been to a Johnny Garlic's in like a while.
It's literally so close.
It's so close. We should go. You wouldn't be able to eat anything
No.
there. Oh God, I just want more Guy food. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm a
he's
fan.
Nice man.
He's a nice boy, and I can't.
I'm glad he exists, which is not what I thought would happen when we started this whole idea.
Yeah, we're only
No.
5 or 6 episodes in,
We've turned.
and we've turned already.
I mean, I
I
was
feel
still an
sick.
asshole at the event.
But that's on you.
I know.
Yeah.
That's not on him. Like he didn't
I
deserve
know.
that, and those
I
kids
know.
didn't deserve that.
I know.
Who's the real monster?
I already said I was an asshole.
It's not Guy.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
he's
Guy.
great.
We don't deserve Guy. The world doesn't deserve Guy.
Follow us on Twitter at FIERI Tales. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. FIERI Tales. Yeah, it is.
I'll hopefully I'll be posting a vlog of our experience pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you the password for that. And then it's probably like our last couple of weeks to be rated and reviewed in iTunes.
Rate and review on iTunes.
We've had some nice people, mostly family members, give us reviews. One of my brothers is listening, which is terrifying.
Yeah, I got the notification that he liked us on Facebook too.
Yeah, it's rough.
That's sweet.
That's sweet.
Hey Haley, if you're listening, please leave us a review. Thank you.
Is that ASMR for her?
Yeah, that was really fucking creepy.
Hi.
Jesus Christ, am I supposed to keep that in? As the editor, am I supposed to keep strong call to action? Don't do whatever she did. Number one, give us some kissy faces. Like, let's be clear. I do want kissy faces. You're ruining it. I want kissy faces from fans.
Oh, send us your kissy faces.
Send us your kissy faces
to,
at FIERI Tales on Twitter.
to just
oh,
guy things.
Also, our
money.
email is hey@justguythings.
Send us an
money.
email.
Send us an email. Don't send us.
Friend.
Don't send us material goods yet. We don't have a PO box because we only have 29 downloaders. The Aquabats did our intro. The song is called Pizza Day. It's every song that they do is pretty slamming.
So rad.
Hell yeah.
Super rad. And Sun Club did our outro. The song is called Beauty Meat. And again, every single song is pretty slammin'.
Super rad.
I'm Ethan Bradbury.
What?
Ethan Bradbury.
Oh.
You know, memes. Come back to FIERI Tales, which is not our podcast, and find them sweet food memes. We do a lot of food memes. Is mayonnaise an interment? Yeah, it is when you're at FIERI Tales.
When Guy takes you to Flavor Town.
Jennifer does that ASMR stuff, which is real. That's a thing.
So, ciao.
Ciao, hounds.
Bye.
This was very sloppy, much like me at a banquet for $315.
Sloppy.
Classy.